Good morning, welcome to EMTV. More members than ever, but it's also harder than ever to have a good time with those members. How do study associations make it through this pandemic? That's for later on. First, news. Campus Woudestein will get a new building. As you can see, it will resemble the Polak building and it will be located right next to it. If everything goes to plan, students can study in the brand new campus building as of September 2022. The master's degree in legal theory and social legal studies will stop. According to the law faculty, the master's degree has low student numbers and poor financial yield. Students are very disappointed. They wrote an open letter, which can of course be read on erasmusmagazine.nl. The national elections are coming up, and student organization ISO has made a voting guide specially for students. ISO has gathered all the political parties' views and positions on student issues. Do you want to have a link to the guide? Then go to erasmusmagazine.nl. And as part of the Light Festival Rotterdam Verlicht, a light show is being projected on the Timbergen building. Haven't you had a chance to see it yet? Here's a peek of the show.
Anywhere you go, give it all. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
You can watch the light show every evening till Valentine's Day. Isn't your student life the best time of your life? You will make friends forever, study together, go to the pub together. But that's all a bit harder right now, and not just because all pubs are closed. How do study associations make it through this time? And also, how do they help their members getting through this time? Virtually present are Bas Kruining, he's the president of Cedo Nulli, and that's of course from the ESSB faculty. And also here is Emiel Samson, he's the MFVR president, and of course he represents the medicine students. And Emiel, to start with you, it seems like it's not, how should I put it, not the best year to do a board year. Are you having a good time so far?
It's indeed a strange time for a board year. And we've experienced that these circumstances, they make for a really strange period, actually. And we aren't able to enjoy the parties and like the get-togethers that we normally used to have in our board year. But I think nevertheless, we experience that this situation forces us and our committee members to really think out of the box and to be really innovative. And this process is really fun, and we're actually right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and you mentioned your members because you have more members than ever. Are you also making sure that they also have a great time?
Yeah, indeed. At the beginning of our year, we noticed a fairly high number of new members, and I'm sure that people are still having a great time given the circumstances. And we feel that people are really eager to have some form of social contacts this year, especially during these times. So we're really happy with our member numbers and our active member numbers.
Yeah, because you're still organizing events.
Yeah. For example, we now offer workouts from home with our sport committee. And these workouts used to be in real time. Like last week, we've organized virtual dance classes in cooperation with dance schools in Rotterdam. And this resulted in a fairly high number of participants who hereby had the chance to stay active even if they were at home. And this brought us a little bit of joy during these difficult times, and it made everyone feel less lonely, especially during the curfew. So that was a great event.
Yes, and Bas, how do you at Cedo Nulli try to keep it fun at these times? And I'm not even going to pretend to ask this for a friend, because it's rough after almost 1 year in a pandemic.
Yeah, our students have really enjoyed being in the study association this year. Our numbers have been stable throughout the year. However, we have noticed that there's a significant rise of participants in certain events, such as lectures or workshops. Certain events, such as a online games night, have sometimes not given those participant numbers. Study-related events in particular have worked really well, and partially career-related events as well.
Yeah, and why do you think students or less students are joining the social activities?
Yeah, we're not quite sure. We do think that some students are just waiting for the real thing a bit. Some games night can really focus on let's have some fun online, and some students have become a bit allergic to that, I'd say. It makes them focus on the things they can't do, and it forms an obstacle for some. And a lecture maybe does not bring that specific feeling.
Yeah, but still you would think there are enough online lectures going on to keep one satisfied.
Yeah, and our social events have had a lot of participatory numbers as well. So we have the rise in those lectures is just fascinating for us as well.
And you're also making an effort to help students who feel very stressed at the moment. You're offering, for example, mindfulness training. Is that something that's popular?
Yeah, personal well-being has been a big part of our policy plan this year, especially in these special times, as the uni itself is focusing on that as well. We offered a stress management event at the beginning of the year. This worked really well. It focused on stress within online work and study as well. And within our career week, there was a mindfulness event, which was one of the most participated. So we are seeing that students can be really interested in those events, especially our students.
And is there one stress tip you could still have for me? Because I have a long work day after this.
I'd say give yourself some spare time. Go for a walk. Bring yourself a bit of energy in the morning. Get yourself a cold shower, and you'll see that your motivation is a lot better.
Yes, a cold shower. I will think of that when I step into a hot shower. But thank you. Emil, MFVR has also made itself useful, perhaps even. 2 weeks ago, you organized a sponsored run to raise money for research on long-term effects of the coronavirus. So you raised money and you made your students run outside. Did you achieve what you had hoped for?
Yeah, the charity run we've organized 2 weeks ago was indeed a great success. And we organized this run with more than over, I think, 70 participants to raise money for the Erasmus MC Foundation. And they're indeed conducting research about the long-term effects of COVID-19. And participants could choose which distance they prefer to run, cycle or walk. And they then had the opportunity to get themselves sponsored. And I've run half a marathon, from which I'm still suffering the consequences, actually.
I can only imagine, I should say. But you raised some money, though.
Yeah, we raised almost 3,500 euros for the foundation. So that was a great result. And huge success, actually, that day.
Oh, I'm so glad. Congratulations with those results. And I hope your legs will recover soon.
I'm sure they will.
Bas, are associations also helping each other? Or are you all struggling a bit alone in these times?
No, the thing I recognize this year is that we are really trying to help each other out. We try to give each other tips within our faculty councils, and are not trying to hinder each other within our work. We give each other tips on what bars are COVID-proof, actually, and which events have worked well. So yeah, we're really helping each other out.
Yeah. And is that something new? Because were you helping each other before Corona?
Yeah, we have always done that year when councils in which all faculty associations have been participating. Mm-hmm. But especially this year, we can really help each other out because we we are all new in this, and we try to be creative in our events, and then a bit of creativity from other associations really helps.
Yeah. And Emil, is this something also you see occurring with medicine faculties? And because of course you're quite separate from campus, you're over there at the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been in close contact with other Dutch medical associations, and it's like once a month meeting, and we try to discuss possible solutions for the problems that the circumstances. How do you say it now? For these circumstances, and we think of best practices for organizing events during the pandemic, and it's great to see that we can be of so much help to each other. Also with the other faculty associations in Rotterdam, for example, I know Bas, and yeah, we discuss a lot about successful events and like good things to do during the pandemic for all of our members, because it's a difficult time for all of the study associations.
Yes, and I wish you both the very best in indeed these difficult times. And thank you that you wanted to join us this morning. Thank you both, Bas, and thank you, Emil. And of course, sometimes you must be able to laugh a little during, as we said, these difficult times. These healthcare workers will give the good example you need.
Hey yo, just got the vaccine, which means I got them antibodies.
And that's it. Thank you for watching EM TV. We will be back next Thursday, and of course we will be back at 9 a.m. Do you want to keep up to date in the meantime? Go to erasmusmagazine.nl.